Hello, my name's Colin Baxter. My TAFE student number is 805-337-516. This is my video responses for my RSA license. For the scenario 1, I've chosen wedding. A wedding is being held at the function venue where you're working behind the bar. During the late stages of the reception, you notice that one of the guests is holding a glass of champagne in her hand and is spilling it as she talks. She reaches over to the table beside her and picks up the bottle to refill her glass. While doing this, she stumbles and almost falls. Now, explain in your video. If this guest is intoxicated, according to the legal definition of intoxication, intoxicated person and unduly intoxicated. 1. This guest is intoxicated as she is 1. Spilling her drink, 2. Staggering, 3. Unsteady on her feet. Point 2, your role as a staff member and that of your supervisor manager in providing responsible service of alcohol in this situation, including duty of care and liability. My answer to point 2, as a staff member of the venue, it is my responsibility to enforce the RSA. In this situation, I will have to approach the intoxicated person and inform them that they can't have any more alcoholic drinks and that they cannot remain on the premises. I would inform the venue manager so they could note it in the venue incident register. I would then offer to call a taxi for her to get home safely and also offer her any water. Point 3 of the wedding scenario, the effective communication and conflict resolution skills you could use in this situation. I would introduce myself to the person and ask their name. I would speak to them in a friendly and respectful manner, keeping my voice to a monotone, natural, calm. I would talk in short, simple sentences. 4. What would you say to her to explain the responsible service of alcohol laws and if asking her to leave the premises? I would tell her that I believe her to be intoxicated after observing her actions. I'd explain that due to RSA laws, rules and regulations, I can no longer serve her, as myself and the licensee can be fined if I do so. That we take the safety of the venue and its patrons seriously. I'd then ask her to leave the venue, offering her water and also offering to call a taxi. And scenario 2 for my license is loud customer. A regular customer is enjoying some drinks with friends in your establishment. He approaches the bar unsteadily and orders a round of drinks. His voice is loud and is slurring his words as he speaks. Explain in your video. 1. If this customer is intoxicated according to the legal definition of intoxication, intoxicated person and unduly intoxicated. 1. This customer is intoxicated by being loud and boisterous. 2. Slurring his words. And 3. Being unsteady on his feet. Point 2 of loud customer. Your role as a staff member and that of your supervisor manager in providing responsible service of alcohol in this situation, including duty of care and liability. As a staff member, I will need to tell him that I believe he is intoxicated and that we will no longer be able to serve him and that he'll need to leave the venue. This helps improve the safety of the venue for the other patrons and the staff. 3. The effective communication and conflict resolution skills you could use in this situation. I would introduce myself and ask his name. If possible, I'd go around to the other side of the bar, removing the barrier between him and myself. If this wasn't possible, I'd ask the manager to go around the bar and talk to him. He should be encouraged away from his friends and other patrons to save him any embarrassment, keeping a calm, monotone voice throughout the whole conversation. 4. What would you say to him to explain the responsible service of alcohol laws and if asking him to leave the premises? I would tell him that after having observed him, that I believe him to be intoxicated and that due to RSA rules, we are no longer allowed to serve him. I would inform him that he will need to leave the premises. I would offer to call a taxi for him, let him know that we have a courtesy bus. I'll then say we look forward to having him back another day. Thank you. My name is Colin Baxter.